Patrick Mahomes. A buddy of mine recorded him live during the game talking shit, and here you go.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Let's go!
I thought you were like actually going to talk some shit, like it was for real. But
let's go, Chiefs Queendom! I own you, motherfucker!
All you Swifties in Kansas City. How's it going today?
Hey, it's funny though. Kelce now wants to retire.
Oh,
the Chiefs Queendom. God, the Chiefs Queendom, man.
Fucking
I mean,
shit.
every fucking time they lose, it's an excuse. But when they win, by an excuse, it's crazy that they deserved it. They deserved the PI in the Eagles game. They deserved the fucking punt return. They deserve the turf guy who's a Chief guy to go out there and lay the sod that everybody slipped on. They deserve the PI. They deserve, like, dog. But when the receivers drop the ball, it's the worst receiving core ever, and blah, 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 blah. Hey, dog, I can point out a million drop balls this year from every quarterback in the NFL. I haven't heard anyone feel sorry for them motherfuckers. I feel sorry for Patrick Mahomes, though. Man, rock the baby, motherfucker. Hey, Kelce, why don't you retire? Because apparently you want to retire all of a sudden because you're injury prone. No. How about you catch the fucking ball?
yeah.
Man,
So look,
goddamn Chief Queendoms.
I was excited about last night's game, and then I wasn't. Like it I know it was raining. I get it. Just, man, fuck.
This, Bailey.
The quarterback play is so terrible in the NFL. It's just I can't even defend Patrick Mahomes anymore. He looks fucking super mid and super average right now. I don't care about his receivers. Stop.
Are we turning to the dark side?
I like Jalen Hurts, but I mean, he was shot putting the ball half the time last night, and
Matt, they combined for 220 yards.
yeah, I know, bro, it was terrible. And then on top of that, like, I can't help but know that all the rules are catered to the offense to be successful, and you can't touch anyone anymore. And like, it's football rule time, and they still can't score, and they still are awful in the red zone. And like, I'm getting to the point here where, and I'm already there, where the NFL is simply just something to put on TV and fall asleep to. It's like a baseball game now.
Oh,
the NFL has turned into fucking baseball for me. Like, I hope the game's good, but I'm gonna fucking smoke a blunt and fucking watch this because I can't do it sober because I want to jump out of the building, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And if I wake up and the game's still going, cool. And if I don't, then cool. And I'll just watch the fucking highlights. Like,
I'm just saying to your point,
dog.
To your point, though, we want to talk about the drop balls. All right, Christian Watts or whatever his name is, Justin Watson, whatever his fucking Watson's name is, he's horrible, by the way.
Mr. Randy Watson.
Yeah, he dropped the ball at the end. He dropped the ball at the end of the game. Let's just be honest. It's a wet ball, and Mahomes has a big-time arm. He threw the bitch. He threw that bitch. That guy's not catching that ball. I don't know if Devontae Adams catches that ball.
Number two, he hands twice, and he dropped.
Oh, I get it. Number two, let's just be clear here. I want to be honest. Let's talk about brass tacks. When we're talking about greatness and the GOAT, I went live on Twitter, and there was like hundreds of people in there, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to eat crow. I go live on Twitter, and I can't believe how many people were in there watching Mahomes choke. So anyway, here's my point. He threw the ball 43 times, Matt. Let's not act like there was 40 drops. He threw the ball 43 times for 170 yards. Yes, was a 50-yard ball drop? Sure it was. That gives him 220 on 43 attempts. Or come on, let's be honest. This was not an escapade of greatness. He's not that great. He's not the GOAT, if anyone thinks he is. I didn't see one ball besides the corner route to Watson that was actually thrown on time, a great NFL quarterback ball. Other than that, he's throwing dirt balls. He's throwing fucking everything. Now it's wet, okay? But I've seen great quarterbacks perform in wet conditions, dog. It's not like the first time that this guy's been asked to do something great. It's just excuse after excuse for this one guy. I don't see those excuses being made for Burrow when he's bad. Oh, Burrow's he's shitty. Really? I just don't get it. It's only one guy's narrative. And this league, it seems like they're catering to a guy that in Travis Kelce, who's on every single commercial you turn on. Like, he's on everything.
Yeah, I was pretty bullish on thinking that like a lot of these quarterbacks were just products of their time. You know, like if you took them and put them in situations in the 90s, early 2000s, they would be equally as good or better. Wow. And I gotta back that up, man. I'm like completely going to the other side of this. I miss Tom Brady so much. Like he's just I really love the pocket passer that can dictate at the line of scrimmage and understands what he's looking at and knows that he's responsible for his own pass protection and like a true motivator that will really get on this guy's ass. Like instead of yelling at the other team, Mahomes should have been focusing that energy to his own guys last night who were fucking him at every turn and turning the ball over in the red zone. And he threw a pick, but multiple fumbles and Scanling's drop and Watson's drops. And he should be focusing that leadership and energy towards them, not necessarily dogging the other team. Philly wants to get under your fucking skin, and they did. I feel like in a league that is super soft and based around throwing the football, and the rules are catered towards your ability to do so, if you can run the football and be super physical and control time of possession, you're probably going to win a Super Bowl. But look, man, it's all going to come down to, unfortunately, this year, just like last year, is going to come down to refs making calls, not necessarily players or teams winning. And because the game is so soft and because there's so many rules that are like kind of ambiguous and you don't know if it's a foul or not, it's all based on the opinion or the feeling of the ref. That mixed with subpar quarterback play. And then the other thing, I don't know if you saw Tom Brady's interview again, him calling out everyone, but he's talking about the coaches too. And I agree with him wholeheartedly. The coaching is so terrible at the college level, at the pro level. Yeah. I'm sure someone's going to get offended because I said coaching was terrible, and there's some fucking coach somewhere that's like, oh, why does this guy know? I know the coaching's terrible. The development is bad. Like, I'm so blessed that I had Bill Callahan in my corner when I transitioned from defensive line to offensive line. If I didn't
hear that, Rex Ryan?
Like, if I didn't have, no, I didn't play for Rex. I played for Eric or Herman Eric.
No, did you hear what Rex said yesterday?
I did not hear. No.
He said that Staley needs to go back to being a fucking D3 coach or wherever he's from.
Yeah, the guy at the Chargers is awful. Like he's straight falling off the rails.
I love Rex.
My point here is like the coaching and development is awful. It's good old boy central around here. It's just